What we need in this blessed land today is a statesman, not a politician. So all these guys are thieves. Every politician
You're
is
taking it all.
Of course they're all thieves.
So what do you? I wouldn't want to say. I wouldn't.
Bush says he's not going to raise taxes.
Let me say this.
Impossible. He's got to raise taxes.
No, you don't have to. You can do it.
Cut the deficit.
Paper, like they do, like this.
Cut out some of the elements. Cut out some of the
So
elements.
your dollar will get less. What do you
The
think?
interest on the national debt now is higher than the deficit, and we're losing thousands of jobs every month.
Reagan was supposed
Look,
to.
Wade, you're going to see after the election what's going to happen. Everything is status
Whoever's
quo
going to
right
be
now.
there, it's going to happen.
That's right.
I
You're in
The poor are going to get poorer and the rich are going to get richer.
Yesterday I went into the store and I bought 3 sweaters. One sweater is made in Mexico. No, one sweater is made in Czechoslovakia or one is made in China, a beautiful cables. One is made in China, one in Korea, and one in another country.
Look, if you're not going to get ready,
You're ready. They're going.
But I still say, God bless America.
There we
For
go.
me, heaven on earth.
There we go.
We didn't hear
Thank
that.
you,
We waited
Doc.
all
Thank
evening.
you, thank you.
We waited for you to say that all day.
Are you hungry?
What a
That was
beautiful
my
land.
fault.
If
Are you
can pay your way,
hungry?
if you can pay your way,
Yes, no more can
it's the
fill
most
this
wonderful land in the world.
If you can do it, but what about the poor people that can't do
If
it?
you could.
When the people can do it, then what do you got?
Why, we can express
Because I'm
ourselves.
going
We
out.
can
We're
express
going.
ourselves.
We
We're
have
not
to get
afraid to
dressed.
go.
Dressing yourself doesn't make any difference.
Come on.
We got going out.
You're not helping the government, then you're not helping the people.
One
Because you express yourself.
reason I'm against Bush is he's a former director of the CIA.
Are you
The
going to go with
CIA
us
is
or are you going to go home?
a dirty trick operation, which all countries do. I'm only afraid as elected president to use the same method as a
So
president.
you're taking
Dirty tricks.
So you want to get a bed
And
to
turn into a fascist state. That's what bothers me. But still, God, it's a beautiful country. I can talk the way I'm talking. In another country, I would be
Tell Mommy to
jailed
give you
or
a
assassinated.
little big to put
Now
in.
look, Neil, I say this.
Can I come in with us, Jill?
Neil,
No.
every
because it's
dictator
true.
is wonderful for our blessed land. We have never anything against a dictator.
Yeah.
The only thing, if that dictator is a communist, then he's
I always
terrible.
take kids on.
But if he's a fascist like
See, when you're rich, when you go to the rich people,
God's wrong, if
they
he's a
go
fascist like Marcos or the guy in Chile or the one we had in San Salvador, they're fine as long as they don't give us a problem here. Dictators are wonderful. On one side of the mouth we say they're bad, but we don't do anything about them, we don't criticize them. The only ones we do criticize are the radicals. Those are on the left. Those we hate, but we're having a lot of problems now because all the jobs are going out of the country. And I only ask this question, how can we compete with Mexico? Mexico has people working for 23 cents an hour. General Motors pays the highest wage there, maybe $1.25 an hour. Yet, when they manufacture the same product in this blessed land, $15 an hour, how can you compete with that unless we reduce our standard of living to their standard of living? You understand? How can you pay $1,600 a month rent in Mexico?
Not in this country.
We went to look at one family room, $1,600. A woman's paying for one bedroom apartment, $1,600. Not sure.
Well, is that yours too? Who's that?
Well,
That's
to
your
me,
brother's?
like I say, I'm not as young as
Oh, let
you,
me
you
put it in the
understand?
bag up.
I made it.
Okay?
But young people,
And?
my God, the inflation is
And
running
these,
away.
who are these for?
There's no balance. There's no balance. And how about you have 2 little kids? You got to send them to college. How can you send them to college? You can't even pay rent these days.
That's right.
It's so frightening. And these imbeciles in Washington, they're debating. They're talking nonsense. They're talking nonsense. You know, they don't hit the issue about losing jobs. Everything. Look, take a look, Neil.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, we did. Is there somebody in here? Yeah, I don't know. Not that
Look, where do you think this suit was made?
What difference does it make, Mac? It's a
What do you
bad
mean?
situation in this country.
Look what it says. Mexico. Mexico. Do you know what I paid for this here suit?
What is it?
Sims? With taxes and everything else. It was, I must have paid $55. Look at this suit, because it was on sale. Look at this here suit, $55. For God's sake, if you bring it into a tailor uptown, it'll cost you $50 today if there's anything wrong with it.
Right.
Look at this suit. Beautiful suit. Look how it's made. How can we compete in this blessed land?
All done.
We can't compete. How can you make? I sell a crappy dress. So my dress sells for $100. We sell it for $48. Where does it compare to this here? The lining and material.
Yeah, sure.
It's so frightening what's happening. But it's going to catch. It's catching up. It's going to catch up. There are going to be riots in this country like happened in other countries. Riot people who are not going to have jobs. And they're cutting back and cutting back. And the rich are they're passing their own laws, because who the hell makes laws? Rich people like these both guys. If I was the caucus, I'd ask the vice president, how many did you send in jail who charged $900 for a screwdriver or a toilet seat?
Yeah.
Or $700, a hammer. Did anybody go to jail? But if I go inside and steal something, they'll throw me in jail. And it's still going on.
Yeah.
Now one company, Substrum, $150 million they fined them.
Ready?
Since this president took over, the national debt under Jimmy Carter was $9 billion. Now it's hundreds of billions. And he gets on television, lies for his feet, he blames it on the Democrats.
Let's go.
With all the problems we have, I still say God bless America. To me, it's heaven on earth. Please, God, save it for our children. Can you send your kids today to college? Can anybody send them to college? Our educational system is bringing out the lowest educational
Let's go.
all over.
Yeah. Let's go.
But we're doing very good with mugging and robbing.
Oh, well, we should export it then.
We should export. Very good, I like that. It's so frightening. And these imbeciles in Washington, they're talking nonsense. With all the problems we have, I still say God bless America. To me, it's heaven on earth. Please, God, save it for our children.